to deal with, warning them that the governor have contacted him. And if anybody commits crime going forward, you are on your own. That was how the crime began to reduce. Some of you don't know all these things, but sometimes you know, it is very important that we begin to tell these stories. So Soludo to come out and start, because he is working with the criminals who sold Mazinam Bikano, and they told them that, they assured them that don't worry, Biafra is gone, and today we are here. The more you fight us, the more powerful we become. Soludo, you can't fight us and win. You are fighting a whole nation. You can't. The more you fight us, the more powerful we become. And if we get angry, we will make your government ungovernable until Biafra come. Every time Soludo open his mouth, he start calling Biafrans criminals. This is what he has been doing from the beginning. He open mouth, he don't know how to address the public. We can challenge Soludo that Anambra State of Biafra. And if you control us criminals, we are going to make your government ungovernable because it is part of Biafra we are agitating. Now, having laid background of how we have helped Soludo without him knowing it to fight criminality in Anambra State, Soludo still have the impetus to be calling us criminals. There are many instances that I don't need to mention here. But I want the world and Biafra people to know that the security, the peace that Soludo is bragging about enjoying in Anambra State today, AUTOPILOT did it. Because with the presence of Murumiri, people go into many crimes. And we ended in Murumiri, which helped to curb many crimes and criminality in Anambra State. When this whole thing started, we also called Soludo to look into his political opponent. We made a program about it. So I believe maybe he has done something about it. Maybe he have reached out to them. Biafrans are warning Soludo. This is going to be the last warning. Believe me. This is going to be the last warning. If Soludo continue to tag Ndigbo as criminals and tag Biafrans as criminals, profiling us, and you shake Yaya, and he knows that we can shake him. Forget all these things he's doing, all this nonsense statement. We will shake Soludo. We are in armed struggle to get our freedom. I want this video to go to Soludo. Let him send this video to everybody in the world. Let him send it to America. Let him send it to Europe. If he continue to profile us as criminals, we will have no option than to start the liberation of Biafra from him. I am now appealing to everybody in every leadership in Biafra land to warn Soludo to stop profiling Ndigbo as criminals. We have done well and mean well for Anambra. We have participated in making Soludo to succeed in security-wise, even while we distance ourselves from him. I have given instances of what we did. I have given instances of how we succeeded in making Anambra what it is now. Soludo knows that ESN are in the forest and they have guns. So If ESN is the forest and have gone, did you see anybody they kidnap? If anybody kidnap anybody, that person is not ESN. Deal with them. You don't come and generalize ESN as people that are kidnapping. Anambra State knows what is Anambra State this kidnapping started in Anambra State. It was Andy Uba that introduced kidnapping in Anambra State. It was your political opponent that introduced kidnapping business in Anambra State. Andy Uba kidnapped Chris Ngige, a sitting governor. You yourself, Soludo, reminded Andy Uba during the campaign that he was the one who brought criminality into Anambra State. During P2B, as a governor of Anambra State, so many people, buildings were demolished for kidnapping. In Ozobolo, that was a very popular kidnapper then. His houses and everything, mansion, was demolished by P2B. A lot of them. This is history. Kidnapping has been in Anambra State for a very long time. It didn't start today. So why do you now call Biafrans and Igbo criminals? Why do you now call ESN criminals? ESN don't engage in criminality. And is it Orifite? Thank you. Orifite, thank you very much. In Orifite. Yes, a very popular kidnapper. His house was demolished, either by P2B or somebody. He used his house to do where he put the victims and all that. Evans, the kidnapper, started in Anambra State. So what is this man talking about? Calling ESN. Soludo is asking how do they feed? ESN feed from the contribution of millions of Biafrans across the globe. We contribute money to feed ESN. And I'm telling you today that the feeding of the Eastern Security Network alone, as it stands now, even when they are not feeding the way they should feed, is about $50,000 a month. When they get steady food, it costs AUTOPILOT $50,000 every month. So if Soludo is wondering where do they get money to eat, or how did they, so it is because of how did they eat that you now begin to profile them as criminals. We raise money to feed them. The reason you see us every month raising money is to feed the ESN. And this idiot, they are now enjoying security. They are now enjoying Anambra, enjoying Abia, enjoying everywhere. You don't know that a governor like you, who was sworn in like you, is spending entire money they have to set up their own security outfit to fight the same people that ESN are fighting. But when you send your own security, you send it to ESN. Thank you very much, C. Ugomba. Simon, you even told Soludo how to reabsorb the Agboros he stopped from collecting tax revenue in Anambra. Thank you very much. It was the idea of AUTOPILOT. We advised Soludo what to do so that insecurity will not increase. After he sacked all Agboros, what did he expect? They will go into criminality. It was the AUTOPILOT that advised this idiotic criminal Soludo, who is a criminal by nature. Everybody knows Soludo is a criminal. Soludo made money from Central Bank after liquidating all the money that was printed, the 2020 naira or 200 naira that was printed in those days. Soludo made money from there. We know the story. So Soludo is first-hand criminal. Is it because he did not carry gun while he was in the CBN? Soludo is the reason why Nigeria is wretched as it is now with their oil reserve. Soludo is the biggest criminal. He's one of the biggest criminals in Nigeria. Soludo should tell us how much was his salary and his earning as a central bank governor. How did he make his fortune? He made his fortune through criminality in Nigeria. While more people will carry gun to kidnap and make money, Soludo used pen to steal Nigeria dry. While he was he can't. It is not even a allegation. This is a fact. So can Soludo come to say that what I am saying now is a lie? He cannot say that. He cannot deny it. Let him come to say that the information I'm passing to the public this night is a lie. That he did not steal the Nigerian money currency through the central bank while he was the central bank governor. I know the story very well. I have the file. Soludo shouldn't be the one to call anybody criminal because he don't have the moral justification to do that. He is the worst criminal of one of the criminals in Igbo land. He is not different from people who are gone to kidnap for ransom. He is not different because there is no amount of kidnapping they will do that will even go close to what Soludo steal from Nigeria government. So who is he to come and start ranting just because you are a governor? If you continue to attack BIAFRANs and call us criminals, we are going to start the agitation from Anambra, from your state. Not even agitation, we already passed it. We are starting the liberation from Anambra. Let him come again to call us criminal. I am challenging Soludo from today to call us criminal again in any national broadcast. We will start the liberation of Biafra from Anambra. I said it. I want this video to go to him. Any day Soludo come again and the profile Ndi Igbo as criminals, we will start the liberation of Biafra from Anambra. Go and mark today's date. I want you people to see how Soludo addressed Ndi Igbo.
Security. I mean, some of these things are still going to be, they won't be effectively utilized. Just a few days ago, a senator in Anambra State was attacked. The senator Fanyoba. Who are these unknown gunmen? Have you identified them?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Let me make the point again. I repeated it. I said it before. Given where things were when we came, we're not saying that Anambra is 100% secured. Of course, there is no crime-free society anywhere in the world. Occasionally, you hear shootings in schools and so on in America or in malls and so on and so forth. And but everybody in Anambra, the 8.5 million residents of Anambra, can testify to you that insecurity in Anambra has come down to the barest minimum.
Who did it? Who did it? Who made the insecurity in Anambra to come back to come down to the barest minimum. The autopilot, it is us that contributed to it. We are not saying that we did all of them, but we contributed to it. We ended Mkurumiri. We advised you to go to Obi of Obosi. You went and did something. We also advised you to to look into the algorithms that you disengage from the job. Otherwise, you are going to create more insecurity in the state. So how do you now turn around and call us criminals? How? How are you going now to take glory? To take glory of insecurity is barest minimum. We are not criminals, and we will never engage in criminality. But if you kill us, we kill you. If you come to kill us, we kill you. And the reason why we carry gun is to defend our land, which you people have refused to do. Can Soludo now come to tell us whether they have ever arrested any Fulani? Fulani are on the road kidnapping people every day in military checkpoint. Or is Soludo not aware of that? Is Soludo not aware that they are kidnapping people on the road, even in Uganicha Road, from Anambra to other side of Southeast? Is Soludo not aware of that? Have Soludo now arrested anybody? Those destroying farmland, and when you complain they use machete and butcher you, have Soludo arrested any of them? So why would they come to profile Ndigbo as criminals?
At least in the last 3 months or so, such kind of things that used to be, when albeit daily occurrence, just come almost to a screeching halt. You would occasionally, like I said, 15 camps here decimated. Even yesterday, some other places they were gathering, decimated, who degraded the infrastructure, and I don't think they have the capacity again to come with the kind of ferocity they had in the past. Occasionally, you might have clashes. And I had paid tribute to the gallant security forces and our own Anambra vigilante and people of Anambra for their massive.
Now, Soludo mentioned Anambra vigilante group. And in all these things, Soludo was vomiting from his mouth. Soludo did not make comment that the Anambra vigilante group were also arrested for kidnapping. Soludo didn't say that. Soludo didn't mention that. Soludo did not tell people that Anambra vigilante group commander was arrested for kidnapping. They have nothing to do with the Eastern Security Network. I want to show Biafrans that Soludo even shielded the names and the identity of the Anambra vigilante commander who was arrested for kidnapping of them. This is the news here. So, Soludo, who are these? Who are those? Anambra vigilante leader, even the leader of Anambra vigilante, 3 others arrested for kidnapping people for ransom. This is the security personnel of Soludo. And Soludo will turn around and begin to call IPOB and call Biafrans. So the people should ask to tell us, call the names of the criminals and stop branding them, profiling Ndigbo as criminals. Look at them. Is this not the security personnel of Soludo, Anambra vigilante leader, 3 others arrested for kidnapping, ransom? Let us read the news. A leader in the Anambra State Vigilante Group and the 3 others have reportedly been arrested for their illegal involvement in kidnapping in the state. So if Soludo is coming today to claim that they have succeeded in destroying camps and for that reason security is coming back to Anambra, it is coming within his own security outfit. The kidnapping is happening from his own security outfit, Anambra Vigilante Group. challenge Soludo to show us the commander that is now either in police net or they have released them as as usual, because they didn't even mention their names. They covered their names. But if they are Eastern Security Network, they have arrested them, you see their name flying everywhere. You see the picture, you see the identity flying everywhere. Soludo sheltered them. It is the same thing they are doing to Fulanese. Once you are a criminal under the government, you are protected. That is exactly what they are doing. It does not matter, the kind of crime you commit. Once you commit crime and you are serving the government interest just to kill Biafrans, your sin is forgiven. It started from the leadership of the APC. They have now upgraded impunity, and that is why we are going to be ruthless with them. The APC government say, come to us. Once you decamp from your party to us, all your crime, all your corruption cases, everything will be forgiven. Soludo have now adopted the same system. It is not only Soludo, that is the modus operandi in Nigeria government. Once you are not fighting, once you are not against one Nigeria, every you commit is forgiven. The next thing is that you are going to be supporting the leadership, the ruling party. Every crime you commit will be given. But if you are against the ruling party, if you are against Nigeria, that is where you have a problem. Even if you are not a criminal, they will give you a name. Today, if they arrest ESN, they will show their picture, they will show their, even those who are not ESN, they will arrange some people to come and start talking rubbish. When you listen to somebody talking as ESN, you'll be laughing. Look at the pompousness, everything, the cheek is swelling up. And then the person will come to say, I am ESN, we kill people, we kill this, we kill that. It's rubbish. That is too cheap. I listening to some of them, they send me a video of one idiot saying he's ESN. I just laugh. I don't need to make comment on it. Let them continue to do whatever they want to do. And one of the idiots responded in a WhatsApp group in what is happening in all ESN guy that was confessing. And it is the propaganda they do. And of course, idiots can believe that. But let them use it in any way. Let them take it and use it anywhere against us. And then we are going to respond. Not all this social media court and all that. I don't waste my time on those nonsense. Have you seen me address the video? I can't address such video. It is breaking, it is too stupid for me to come and start addressing that video. The reason they made that video, they have actually, they will not even achieve it, but they have done something by posting it to social media, and the social media have seen it, and that's the end. Because what we didn't talk about does not exist. So, where is the vigilante commander of Soludo who has been arrested with 3 others for kidnapping? And in all these things, you see that Soludo is narrating. There is no evidence whatsoever of any ESN involvement in kidnapping, because you can't do that, and everybody knows it. So I want you to listen to Soludo.
Cooperation. So Anambra has been quiet, relatively peaceful, and we're in this agenda. Compared to many other places in Nigeria, I would dare to say that if we were to have the statistics over the last 3 months, I think Anambra will compare favorably as one of the safest comparatively.
Now, compared to other places in Nigeria, who are those then who are now making those places in Nigeria hot? Who are those creating those insecurity in those places this man is mentioning? Who are those? The Fulanese. The Fulanese. Can somebody ask this Soludo, the Fulani slave, Who are those creating the insecurity in those other places of Nigeria he was talking about? Are there Igbos? Are there IPOBs? Listening to this.
You have also heard that Abuja, where the seat of government in Nigeria is under siege. Benue State is under siege. We cannot continue to just play around and allow them to continue. We are equal to the tax. And today we are sending a message that Benue State is ready to confront the Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Cameroon, who wants to take over Nigeria as their land. We are going to stop it.
Did you hear Autumn? Did you hear Autumn? Did Soludo also understand that the countries where this, the countries this man mentioned, that actually Nigeria, and that the one created insecurity, he, Soludo, was mentioned comparing Anambra to other parts of Nigeria. The Soludo know the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created Eastern Security Network. Did the Soludo know the reason why we are going to fund Eastern Security Network to make sure we don't end up like Benue State, like this man is shouting now? Have you seen any Southerner, any Southeast governor who come to say, we created Amotekun to fight Fulani? No, they never mentioned it. Umahi went to a community in Ebonyi State where Fulani butchered over 100 people and they reported 30-something. Umahi went there, I was crying. Umahi admitted that this Fulani we protected tried to do something. Fulani come to kill our people. Umahi cried. Yet, Umahi did not set up the security outfit to fight Fulani. And this man, this corrupt idiot, is calling the Igbo criminals.
But then came this big bomb on Sunday last week, exactly a week today, to the surprise of everybody. This came. And I can tell you, we are pursuing that very vigorously. There are several leads to this. Whether this was an orchestrated and pinpoint attack, there are all kinds of theories as to why and how that happened. But we are pursuing these people, and I can bet you it won't be too long before we pin them down, so to speak. And that is the key thing that we have been able to achieve. We're not relenting 1 minute, 24/7. The operations are ongoing. Even yesterday, very massive operations went on in some parts. Many communities are now having their New Yam festivals, that thing that wasn't possible in the past. Even communities having their festivals come back, taking back their communities, and so on and so forth. And millions of events on Saturday here. We had the youth Anambra Fashion Expo taking place. We've had high-profile visits and events, the stadium, and so on and so forth. 2 weeks ago, we hosted the Cardinal from, a week or so ago. We hosted the Cardinals. The new Cardinal, and all the Catholic bishops in Nigeria were in Anambra. Literally shut down the state, and so on and so forth. Those kind of things are quite rare now. But, it will disappear overnight.
You can imagine achievement. Just listen to the achievement of Soludo. The achievement of Soludo is that he hosted cardinals from all over Nigeria in Anambra, and they hosted, everything went well, and it's an achievement because according to him, that kind of thing is not possible anymore in Nigeria because everywhere is under siege by Fulani. So you cannot actually host that kind of event. It's an achievement. It has become an achievement for Soludo to host cardinals. He is now listing it as part of the achievement. Did you not hear that? That is how degenerated the system has become. That Soludo is now telling you achievement is hosting cardinals without them being attacked. And it has entered the book of achievement. And one thing Soludo don't know is that one of the biggest propeller of insecurity is drugs. One of the biggest factor that aid insecurity in society is drugs. Drugs. In a society that you have, movement of drugs, when drugs are moving freely, you can never have peace there. So the insecurity this man is talking about that have reduced in Anambra has to do with the fact that we fought Mkurumiri, we fought the drug of this crystal. And it is the autopilot. At the heat of autopilot, we fought the crystal drug that almost destroyed BIAFRALAND. So immediately we won the war on that crystal drug, the insecurity reduced. But Soludo, I don't know the kind of education, the professor he is, whether it is just a school professor as in, I do not know whether he actually have knowledge. Because education is different from knowledge. Soludo don't have knowledge of things. Yes, the crystalline amphetamine. It is called Ipurumiri. Ipurumiri is the crystal. Soludo don't have knowledge about things. For you to be good leader, especially in a very, very dangerous diversity like Nigeria, you need to be very knowledgeable about everything. Or in fact, you need to be knowledgeable about even things that doesn't exist. To manage that kind of Nigeria system. It does not matter whether you are in the north or south. For you to be a good leader in Nigeria, you need to know many things, even know those that doesn't exist. So Soludo is not a knowledgeable person. Because if he's a knowledgeable person, he will know that it is not his gun. It is not his security, it is not his Anambra vigilante that stopped the insecurity in Anambra, because they contribute to the insecurity. I have just shown you a report where where 4 of them were arrested for kidnapping. Many of them are doing the same crime. It was the IPOB autopilot that fought this drug in Anambra State that now gave to what this man is explaining now. Without that, you can never have anything to talk about, because people will continue to be under the influence of drug, and they will continue to commit crime. We fought it. We gave people order to fight, and it was like, oh my goodness. And God used a lot of people in Biafra land to fight against Mkurumiri. So Soludo should acknowledge this, that it is not this his DSS, police, army, this, army, that stop the insecurity. It is not all those people he go and start destroying their camp or whatever that is making the insecurity to reduce. No. He might destroy their camps, but he didn't kill them. He may destroy the camps, they are still there. Did you kill them? If they are criminals, see the insecurity. Destroying their camp, you didn't kill them. You didn't neutralize them. You didn't collect their guns. Okay? So if they are the one, making the insecurity, they still have their guns. But they don't even care. Upon the fact that you kill them, they don't even care, because they have target. The target is Biafra. The target is that if you are the one, Soludo, who is going to stop Biafra from coming in 2023, we will come for you. It is going to be a very brutal revolution. We will come for you. But it is not now. You are not a threat to us, even though you are a threat. We have our target. Just come 2023 and talk that you are against Biafra. Say that you are going to stop Biafra from coming in 2023 and leave the rest. When we are going to start this particular liberation of Biafra, come, Soludo, come and be giving speech as a Nigeria governor in Biafra land, and you are going to see water. I am telling you the fact. This is not a threat. It is something that is going to happen. If you think that you are a man and you are going to stop the freedom of Biafra in 2023, when the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will start, Soludo, start giving statement that you are fighting for Nigeria in Anambra State. Then we will know that you are a man. So I am just telling Soludo that those people you are chasing are not criminals. You didn't kill them. They are still there. They have their gun, yet they have not come to attack you. Because you are not the person they are looking for. They are guiding our forest against Fulani invasion, against foreign terrorists that this man is talking about.
We did it in 2004, and we're going to do it again.
Yes, let me find out this from you. You don't have what you call the Benesi Livestock Guard, which is to implement the open grazing prohibition law. What is the job description of these guards?
We already have that now, and they are implementing it. We have prosecuted and already convicted over 400 Fulani herdsmen who have besieged the state. We have impounded over 25,000 heads of cattle. Those who pay fine, we release it to them. And those who did not pay, we were able to auction those cattle. That is what the law says. And so this is another phase of ensuring that we secure our land. We are ready to go with them. I'm ready to go to war with those people who have volunteered. These people are not going to be paid. Those volunteer guards, they are community people who are farmers, who are civil servants, who are traders, who have decided that, look, enough is enough. We cannot continue. We must secure our land. And so I want to assure you that I'm involved, my government is involved, and everybody in Benue State is involved. And that is why you see all the traditional rulers here, all the stakeholders in Benue State, the civil servants are here today. And we are ready to wage war against this evil that is coming against.
And again, I am just saddened because this update from Barrister Ejiofor that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seriously ill, suffers from intestinal disorder. This is the problem. Why we are fighting for our leader to be released, calling the world attention. Those who call themselves the wife, or I don't know, the people that claim that they are the only Biafra, they are the legitimate Biafrans. I was even told that she called me computer and the phone freedom fighter. I do not know whether that is true. Okay, somebody told me that she called Simon Ekpa computer and the phone freedom fighters. That was funny. Did she actually say that? I want to know. Did she actually say that? Did she actually say that Simon Ekpa is a computer and phone freedom fight. So, you know, I believe that we are going to cross this bridge. You know, we are going to cross this bridge. If she actually said that. Now let us listen to Soludo.
It took years for them to take root, to build about 15 camps all over especially the 8 local governments that were imperiled. Probably not going to disappear 100% in 3 months or in 6 months. But we are unrelenting. We are putting in everything. We are determined that Anambra, regardless of what else happens.
Yes, Emeka Nganyade, you are right. And that's why I'm asking. Because a lot of things, these things have been flying, you know. It has been flying everywhere. So do you hear me shout? You hear me asking? You know, did I, you know, you have to just listen the way I'm saying it. I said, did she actually say that? So which means I am also doubting it. But I'm just telling you that it is all over social media that she said that Simon Ekpa is a phone and a computer freedom fight. So, so you know, and the thing is that you know, it is very difficult to live when you talk about the illness of our leader and the way she came to say, you know, that she's better than us, he's better than us, and all that. With all the thing we have been doing all this while, it's no matter how you want to be, you know, no matter how you want to ignore it, you know, we are all human beings. You have to, you know, as time goes on, we're gonna forget everything about her and move on. But it's just very sad that our leader is sick. And one thing that is really people should start to ponder upon is the way these people had to start creating also Nzama security outfit. So what is giving them the mind? What is giving them the mind to start creating Nzama security outfit? Now, what is really giving them the mind to fight against Biafra openly? You know, sometimes I think, you know, a lot of things will begin to add up. Because sometimes, you know, that is different when you fight, when they are fighting like this, you know, Koni way. So what is giving them the impetus to openly start fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family, openly start fighting, you know, the ESN openly, not like they are hiding it. Openly start fighting the siblings, openly start fighting everybody, openly start fighting creating another security outfit openly. What is giving these people this impetus? There is one man in Nigeria who is fighting tooth and nail against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that person's name is Ikechukwu Ugwuoha. This man is the one who is engineering everything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, including security outfit for Soludo, including this Unso Nzama. He is the one engineering all of them. They call him the BIAFRALAND coordinator. What is the name again? Is it the Ikechukwu Ugwuoha or what? He is the one who goes from one juju to another. He is the one who killed cow and burn the cow in the street for the juju to be working. And I hope that man have not sent anybody to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to make this comment here today and let it be on record, because everybody knows who have gone to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who have taken message or something to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the name of visiting him. I hope this Ikechukwu Ugwuoha have not anybody to go to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the point is that when I listen to, sometimes we just keep quiet. When I listen to the man in Germany, the in-law of our leader in Germany, he is focusing somewhere. He's focusing somewhere. That's not where the problem is. That's not where the problem is. Those people, the in-law in Germany is focusing on, have somebody they are actually working for. You don't know. The people you are calling their names are working for somebody who is in Biafra land. And that person is Ikechukwu Ugwuoha. Ikechukwu Ugwuoha is the brain behind all the sabotage against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and mark it today. And I just remembered him in this broadcast. But I will leave it. I will leave it for now. Now let us listen.
Where is Nigeria? We are determined to make an safe, secure for the citizens, for the residents, and for business.
So one of my question, and perhaps this comes from the questions on the minds of a lot of people, who the real identities of the perpetrators of these attacks in the South is not only in the state, they're popularly tagged the unknown gunmen. And some people have argued that they are known actually. In fact, some people say some of them are locals. Have you been able to unveil? Have you been able to identify, are these criminals? Are they agitators? Who are these guys? What do they want?
They are playing criminals. Full stop. No.
Did you hear that? They are playing criminals. Full stop. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Of course, there are some people who now hide under this. A bunch of these criminals hide under the cloak of agitation and so on. But IPOB has repeatedly distanced itself from the criminals.
Are you hearing it? From the criminals. How did Soludo know who is criminal and who is not a criminal? How did Soludo knows who? You see, when they say IPOB distances themselves, it means that they are not in charge and in control of the Eastern Security Network. So the Eastern Security Network, because they are not in charge of the Eastern Security Network, they told Soludo, we are no longer in charge of the Eastern Security Network. So because they are no longer under our control. And so therefore, Soludo, we are distancing ourselves. We have asked them to stop agitating for Biafra. They refuse. We have asked them to stop defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legacy. They refused. We have asked them to stop Simon Ekpa. They refused. For that reason, Soludo, they are all criminals. That is what they are telling Soludo. Soludo told you already, they work with them. So, and what did they do? They decided to create Nzama security outfit who will now legitimately go and start pointing fingers to ESN. They are now working. 20 persons have been sent to Soludo 2 nights ago. And you know that one of their camp, do you know that one of their camp, is very close to a police station. These people you see that paraded themselves in Zama security network, their camp is close to police station. People are aware of that. No, you will not know now. Ask yourself, why did they go and have camp at the back of the police station? At the back of the police station, that is where the camp is. When I was telling them, or the one in Ohofia, they thought we just, sometimes we just watch and see what they are going to do before we come out. The main camp is at the back of the police station. I don't need to tell you where they, but they know that when I say back of the police station, they know what I'm talking about. So how, so now they are now create, and what they do is that, 72 hours of training, they will now share 20% go to Anambra, 20% go to Imo State, 15% go to Enugu, 15% go to, and they are going to be now sharing them with to be pointing a hand at IPOB, Eastern Security Network, and their camps. That is what these people you see that you see on, that is their job. Oh. Their job with the 100,000 they promise them every month. Their job is to go to start pointing finger at where they think is the camp of the ESN against Biafra coming next year. All these things is to begin to attack the Eastern Security Network, against Biafra coming next year. That's all. When you hear some of them say, instead Simon Ekpa will get Biafra, let the Biafra no come. This is exactly what they mean. When some people say, instead Simon Ekpa will get Biafra, let them scatter everything. This is it, what they are doing. But you know one thing, they don't know how prepared we are. We are going to shock them. Because all these things that they are doing now is something we know already, that they are going to do it. And with something we know that they are doing it, and we prepared for them. So we will give you this side and deal with you this side. That is what we're going to do. And that is what we're going to do them. So come to those camps and point the hand. Come and point where you know, those camps that some of you know. Some of them they are not in Anambra. 20 of them are in Anambra. 20 are in Imo State. 15 are in Enugu State. Those people that they believe that know some people in Enugu State or know some places in Enugu State, they share them like that. And their job is to go and point fingers at where they think ESN have camp. And their salary is 100,000 every month. These are the people that are, the demonic people that have come to destroy Biafra. But for the fact that we have these intels shows that they have actually failed. Because the only way they can succeed is when we don't have the intel. But we have the intel. And we'll be waiting for them. Let us continue.
It's criminals and so on and so forth. They're kidnappers and just mere plain criminal, lucrative criminality and idolatry. These are the two things that they.
You say they are kidnappers and idolatry. you know what is idolatry, like raping and all that. You see, one thing is that Soludo, like I have said, during this program, the people that are doing kidnapping are your Anambra Vigilante group. And I have just shown you the commander that they arrested and with 3 other people for kidnapping and for ransom. So Soludo should channel his anger to his own Anambra Vigilante group. And till today, Soludo didn't make comment on the arrested Anambra Vigilante commander. I have not seen where he made comment about him, either condemning him or either exonerating him or either correcting him and his group. I have never seen Soludo to make comment that his own security group, AVG, commander, was arrested for kidnapping. Yet, Soludo have the impetus and the moral justification to talk against ESN. Now, listen to what makes ESN criminal according to Soludo.
Congress. Anambra is, well, without a doubt, the richest state in the southeast. So this is the place where kidnapping has tied the highest value. So you have the highest concentration here. If you have an Al-Qaeda rider who goes into the bush, learns how to shoot, and they becomes part of a criminal gang, they kidnap someone and they make millions. Of course, it's not easy to convince him to want to go back tomorrow.
Yes, thank you very much. Worshipping the false god. Yeah.
So his Al-Qaeda or vulcanized or driving a keke and all that kind of thing. But we'll decimate them. Well, I mean, like we'll approach it with a carrot and stick. So I say they are not unknown gunmen. They are unknown to the extent that maybe they are not caught immediately at the act. But I can tell you, we've been catching quite a lot of them. And they know that something is happening, that Anambra is not safe for them. Never again.
So, I mean, these people that you have caught, are they locals? Are they people who are coming into the state, or they are locals? They're from Anambra State, those who have turned criminal, Anambrans who have turned criminals?
Let me be clear about it. 100% of all the people that we have caught are Igbos. 100%. There's no one, the hoax about somebody invading from somewhere and so on. It's all hoax.
Did you hear that? He said that every person they caught are Igbos. That there is nobody, no hoax, if that somebody is invading from somewhere. So Soludo is not telling you that Fulani invasion is not real. And of course, thank you very much for that idolatry. Yes, it's not adultery, but idolatry. So it's the worship of God. I misheard him. I didn't hear him very well. I was adultery. So yes, the worship of false God and all that idol. So the point is that Soludo did not believe. Of course, he believes, but he's